All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a Houston Rocket video for you. We're going to talk about John Wall. Now, we're 2 days into NBA free agency. John Wall is still a Houston Rocket. This is what I was fearing, man. I was fearing that we wouldn't be able to get rid of him. I think the Rockets will unload him eventually, but here's the tough reality about John Wall still being a Houston Rocket. The Houston Rockets currently have 6 starting caliber players and only 5 starting spots. And John Wall is going to start on the Houston Rockets as long as he is a part of the team. It's a tough realization. It's a tough fact. But 30-year-old, several-time All-Star John Wall, at only 30 years old, as if that's old, will not come off the bench. You don't have a 30-year-old making $45 million a year coming off the bench. So what do you do with him? I mean, he isn't a bad player. He just isn't what teams want to pay money for. And the worry is that since he has technically 2 years left on his contract, my worry is that the Rockets will just have trouble finding a new home for him. That doesn't mean he doesn't help the court. I mean, he makes the Houston Rockets a better team. He really does. Now, trading that contract's going to be tough, man. Honestly, I don't know who's going to take the bait. It might have to be the Clippers. It might have to be the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? It's these teams that haven't made moves at the position they need to make moves at. The Clippers have not done anything at the point guard position. The Knicks have not, well, actually, the Knicks re-signed Derrick Rose, but they don't want Derrick Rose as their long-term point guard. They're trying to figure it out. There's like Dennis Schroeder. I think Victor Oladipo is a free agent. Avery Bradley, Reggie Jackson's up there too. So my hope, Kemba's still on the Thunder. My hope is that a team, either like the two contending teams I just mentioned, John Wall's not going to go to the Heat anymore. They got Kyle Lowry. So he either goes to a contender or he goes to a team like the Thunder who can absorb his salary. However, as long as Kemba's on that team, they're not going to be taking John Wall. I can guarantee you that, unless the Rockets give him like 2 first-round picks. So now we're getting to really bad territory where it's like you might actually have to give up 2 first-round picks to unload John Wall. However, here's what I think is going to happen. I don't think that they'll trade him in the offseason, or I think they'll try to, but I don't think John Wall will end up getting traded here in the offseason. I think that they'll go into next with John Wall starting. I think the Rockets will be a relatively solid team next season. They've got a good roster. They've got a good coach. They've got young talent. They've got old talent. They've got a little bit of everything. So I don't think that they're going to be like 0-10 or anything like that. Through 10 games, they might be 500. And even though 500 doesn't, do anything crazy, that's not the point. John Wall's game, I mean, he averaged 20-7 last year. So if John Wall can even take a step up from that and look even better, and if he's not taking games off, I guarantee you he will be unloaded. It just is a matter of time at this point. If a team wants to take the risk on John Wall, then they'll do it soon-ish. But I don't know if it'll happen until the regular season. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. If you have anything you want me to cover, go ahead, drop a comment down below. I'm your host, Will Upton. Hit that sub button. I'll see you guys later.